What's up, everybody? My name's Chance, and today we are hopping back into Historic. It is the last day of the Historic Anthology event. But have no fear, for those of you that love Historic, that absolutely just want to see people play it, I have every intention of playing Historic Traditional Ranked come the future. I don't know if I'm going to be doing it as like a swap off every other day kind of thing, or if I'm going to be doing it on a certain day of the week, but I will be doing Traditional Historic Ranked, and you know, we'll see how it goes. I'm sure that it being in ranked, you're going to see a lot more Esper, you're going to see a lot more mono red, you're going to see a lot more of the annoying stuff. So whenever we do go to play it, we'll be playing more serious stuff. But for today, we still have the Historic Anthology event going on, which means Best of One Historic is still going on. And y'all know I prefer Best of One because it takes a lot less time for me, and time is not something that is my friend currently. So today we're going to be focusing on Captain Sisay. Now this card is one of the new 20 cards that came out with the Historic Anthology event, and it's 4 mana, 2/2, generally not that good, but it reads: whenever you tap this card, search your library for a legendary card, reveal that card, and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. I'm sorry, you can, not whenever you do tap this card, but you can tap this card, search the library, blah blah blah. So yeah, pretty good, pretty cool effect. And before we hop into what we're playing around it, I would like to remind everybody, if you enjoy the video, please be sure to leave a like down below and a comment in the comment section if you have any suggestions on this video, future videos, or past videos. Excuse me, I felt like I was gonna like hiccup or burp or something was coming. That's disgusting. Anyways, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I'm normally not leading with that kind of stuff, so yeah, you'll get a video daily generally. If you're looking to support the channel through the monetary means, you can hit the join button down below the video. It'll give you a list of perks you can acquire upon joining up. And last but not least, if you're looking to pick up some magic cards, you can head over to tcgplayer.com and use the promo code TheNewDarkSpillikin. Now on into what we're actually playing today. So this bottom end is it's a little what you wouldn't expect, we'll say. So we have 3 Stitcher Suppliers, 3 Paradise Druids, and 4 Glowspore Shamans. Now the Glowspore Shamans are going to help us hit our lands, Paradise Druids are going to help us to ramp, and the Stitcher Suppliers are going to help us discard some cards from our library, so that way later on, if we want to, you know, Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, we can. I only have 1 copy of this card. I don't feel like spending a wild card on a historic deck quite yet, you know. So we're just going to lead with 1 copy, but we do also have Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, which is another way of bringing back creatures. We have Bond of Revival, so we have means to bring them back. And aside from that, right, aside from all that, we have Kethis, which means we can exile 2 of our cards once they're in our graveyard and then just cast them from our graveyard. So discarding our legendaries into our graveyard, not really that bad of a thing here. We do have 1 copy of Recollect, just in case you ever hit that situation where you're like, man, I really want that card back, but I don't have any other way. 1 copy, maybe 2 copies, probably perfectly fine. We have 1 copy of Oath of Kaya. I would run 2 recommended. I don't have to. You know, it is what it is. I'm gonna have fun with what I have. 2 copies of Shalai to give everything hexproof, as well as that outlying ability of, if we get 6 mana and just have extra mana lying around, we can put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, which is, you know, it's very nice considering this card already has flying and gives all of your other creatures hexproof. That's a solid enough ability, much less adding on this like mana dump, right? We have 2 copies of Questing Beast. It is a legendary Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste, 4/4, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. You know, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, it deals that much damage to a targeted planeswalker as well. This card is just a beast. And yes, that was a pun. That was a play on words. Anyways, 1 copy of Sorin, because it's Sorin. It gives you the ability to make all your creatures have lifelink, which can really save you, especially in those mono red matchups. It has the -X effect, which allows you to get back things such as Questing Beast, Shalai, Kethis, you know, all that stuff immediately. And then furthermore, if you've +2, you know, if you use +2 once, then you can start getting things back such as Captain Sisay. Well, hell, you could get Captain Sisay back as soon as you play Sorin. But you can get things back like Tulsimir and Zetalpa and all that. The bigger your Sorin is. We have 1 copy of Vraska to destroy stuff, regain us stuff, all that good stuff, right? 1 copy of Johnny the Greathearted, and it's really in here because I prefer him. Like I like the card, and that's why I've decided to play him instead of playing more copies of, you know, Vraska or even Garrick. I think Garrick is excellent Planeswalker in this deck. But again, I like a Johnny, so we're going to be playing him. Since this is historic and I can have fun with it, you know, I don't have to be as serious. It's nice, right? I get to play more things that I want. Anyways, Captain Sisay, we've already went over, 4 mana, 2/2. Now again, with Kethis, this card's only going to cost 3 mana, so you know, not terrible. 3 mana for a 2/2 with the effect that it has, it's pretty good. 2 copies of Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is fantastic. Kethis is going to make this card cost 4, going to exile everything that's not a legendary, which most of your opponent's creatures shouldn't be a legendary. We have 2 copies of Bond of Revival, because sometimes we'll throw away Tulsamirs or Zetalpas into our graveyard, and then we'll want to get them back. 1 copy of Massacre Girl, and here's the thing. I have thought about cutting this card so much. So if you feel you really want to go down to 60, I would probably cut Massacre Girl just because it doesn't... I haven't had a situation where I was like, yes, I'm so happy I had Massacre Girl, right? Normally it's like, I mean, I guess I'll play Massacre Girl. You know? So maybe this deck just doesn't... Like, maybe since we have the Urza's Ruinous Blast, Massacre Girl's effect isn't as good, especially since she kills your own stuff, you know. Anyways, it's a card I'm trying out, right? So Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, very good as well. Kethis makes this cost 4, which is crazy because you get to put a creature or planeswalker from a graveyard, any graveyard, yours or theirs, back into the battlefield under your control. Furthermore, you get to destroy a creature or a planeswalker. Now, granted, it's a one-time effect. We're not really about returning legendary sorceries to our hand anyways, so fantastic. 2 copies of Tulsamir, 2 3/3s for 5 mana is pretty good. Also, you gain 3 life, and one of your 3/3s has the ability to fight something. It's a solid legendary, right? It's a solid legendary. Garrick, I do think, is a fantastic planeswalker. Create 2/2 black and green wolves. Destroy target creature, and the emblem, of course, is always nice. Primal you know what? The Rebirth card is, of course, lovely. If you have 2 copies, sure, go for it. I've found 1 copy works because even if it goes to your graveyard, you can still use Kethis and cast it out once you hit that 7 mana, and then once you do, you know, there's this whole rush of cards back to the battlefield, and generally your opponent scoops. 1 copy is Zetalpa because I like to have a big end, you know. I like to have that creature that's like, play it, and your opponent runs in fear. So flying, double strike, vigilance, trample, indestructible. It is 8 mana. Kethis is going to make it cost 7, which, you know, sometimes matters. But for a large majority, this card will be getting hit with the Yawgmoth's Vile Offering after we discard it, right? So instead of 7 mana, we're playing 5. Or with the Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, right? So instead of 8 mana or 7 mana, we're paying 6 or 7, you know, so on and so forth. We do have 1 copy of the Great Hinge, which works fantastic in this deck, I've found, because generally you'll get up enough mana to be able to cast it down, and then once you do, you're drawing cards off these legendaries, which you're already getting a ton of effects off of already, and you get the 2 extra life and the 2 extra mana, and it's just huge, right? It's so fun. So that's gonna do it for our deck tech or deck breakdown, and now we're gonna hop right into some matches. Alrighty, here we are in a game 1 up against base, just the base. Wow. one land in your starting hand is not something you want to see. This is better. I'm gonna bend the Shalai. I think we can work with this. So I will go ahead and pay 2 to get the Godless Shrine down and get down the Stitcher Supplier. Wow, 3 lands in a row. Alright, well, Glowspore is going to allow us to get 1 of those back, which is fantastic because it means we'll be able to get to the Kethis for sure. Let's see what else we hit. 4 lands in a row? You're kidding me, right? That would have been so devastating. Alright, so we do have a Godless Shrine. We have 1 of all the colors, so... yeah, I'm fine with getting back an Oscillated Chapel. A good old-fashioned chapel. And then we'll get down Kethis. It'll make Sorin cost less. It'll make Oath of Kaya cost less. We'll have a good time, I'm sure. Looks like our opponent is playing a mono black deck, which is, you know, I'm always interested, at least for right now, I'm always interested to see what my opponent plays in Historic, because there's so many options, right? So we're not going to be swinging in there. We can play our Sorin next turn, and yeah, it's just a bad trade if we go for that. If we go for the swing in, it's better for us to defend than for us to attack. And Kethis, hopefully you'll stay alive, buddy. Okay, that's still not bad for us though. Barrier of Bones. There's a card I haven't seen in a long time. Just in general, it's still in Standard, okay? It's from Guilds of Ravnica. It's just I haven't seen it in a long time. Alright, so we have two options. We can play Oath of Kaya. Kill, I guess, their Barrier of Bones? I don't know. Kill something of theirs, right? And then also play Stitch Supplier. Or we can just play Sorin. And is there anything we want to get back? I mean, we could get back a Paradise Druid, but that's not really worthwhile, right? Although we don't really plan on attacking either, right? Even if I play this, kill that, I still don't plan on swinging in. So yeah, let's just play Sorin, and we're gonna +2 on him. I have an idea for this. So next turn, or this turn, I guess, on our following turn, we're gonna play Stitcher Supplier. We're gonna discard 3 more cards. If we hit something, I'm just gonna use Sorin to bring it back, you know, because Paradise Druid, that's not really hitting something that's like, I'm glad it got him out of the way for us, right? I don't think we need him as far as right now goes, at least. Our hand and everything is very playable without it, right? Next turn we can still play 2 cards. So we'll see. It'll all depend on what our foe does here, right? You always have to take that into consideration when you're planning your own turns. So Dreadhorde Invasion. Yeah. That's a card that I wanted it to be so much more than it was, you know? You look at the front of it and you're like, oh, zombies? A whole zombie army? But in reality, it only makes the 1 zombie. You know, it only buffs the 1 zombie, and like, nah. Of course, we saw what happens when you have the ability to make a lot of zombies, right? That's Field of the Dead. Oh, Zetalpa, if you could have been just a little bit lower, buddy, pal, that would have been fantastic, right? Because we would have been able to discard it and maybe get it back with the Sorin on our next turn. Oh, we didn't hit anything. We didn't hit anything. We're discarding all of our lands. Well, I mean, I guess I'm glad I'm not getting flooded, but Shiza. Am I right? Holy Shiza. That's a lot. So let's kill that Barrier Bones, I suppose. And then again, we'll get in some damage with the Sorin. Now at least if our Zetalpa goes, we can get it back, right? Do I want to swing in? Nah. Nope. I would like to get rid of that zombie army, don't get me wrong. That is definitely a pressing matter in my mind. But, you know, we'll get there. Yeah, I can't believe that. Every time I've discarded something so far in this game, it's contained lands. My oh my. 5 of them. That's fucking crazy. We would have been up to 8 mana. I mean, that would have been a Zetalpa. Well, realistically, with the 2 Paradise Druids as well, we'd have been up to 10 mana. That's like, all of these cards only deal with mana. That's the thing that I'm like freaking out about, if that makes sense. Do I want to return target card from my graveyard? Well, let me tell you, I don't think so. I don't think so. So yeah, this is kind of fun. This is an interesting situation. I've never been in this situation where like there's nothing I want in my graveyard. I'm very, very confused. Out of 8 cards, there's not a single one that I'm like, yeah. That's okay. At least we didn't get flooded, right? That's the real positive. At least we didn't get flooded. Now, granted, if we had gotten flooded and we could have made it to the Zetalpa, granted, we would have had a Zetalpa, right? But it's a matter of making it. Of course, we might have been able to, considering they've only played 3 creatures, one of which was a defender, you know? Although they do have the Dreadhorde Invasion. I don't know. Soren, you're going to take a little bit of damage here, but something tells me you can take it, and they're going to take a little bit of damage here, and something tells me they can't take that. So it's going to be a very, very slow grind for them to try and kill Soren, as their Order of Midnight actually only does 1 point of damage per turn for every turn that I +2 on the Soren. So yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna try and make some progress. Watch me draw some lands now. I've discarded 5 of them. Watch me draw some. Would like some playables. I would like Sisay. Sisay only costs 3 mana. That would be fantastic to get down. No, Vraska. Vraska works. Vraska does work.
Before I make you disappear.
We could. Oh, this is so risky. We could sacrifice Stitcher's Supplier with Vraska in the hopes that we hit something, right? Otherwise, we're gonna kill the bird in the sky, right? Kill the bird in the sky. They have 4 creatures with which to swing in, which means one of my planeswalkers would be dead for sure, and I might have to lose my Kethis as well. Well, probably not. That's a bit dramatic. But my Vraska would probably die soon thereafter. Tell you what, we're going to go for the big play. We're going to go for the big play. So let's kill the Stitcher Supplier. Urza's Ruinous Blast in hand is really nice to see. There's a Captain Sisay, which, you know, I think it's 4. I think we have to pay 4. I selected a value. Can I? There we go. It's just ticking down my turn for no reason. Like, oh, you got time. No game. I'm actually kind of pressed on the matter of time. Anyways, Urza's Ruinous Blast could be fantastic, as it would literally allow us to wipe their entire side of the board. So 1 more mana and we're fine. Now that we have Captain Sisay, we can go diving for some of our legendaries that we specifically want, which is fantastic. We shall see what they do. They have 5 creatures to swing in with. There goes 1, and 2, and 3. Wow, they would swing. Yeah. Come on, you can get there. You can figure it out. I have full faith in you, base. You can do it. They're going all in. Alright, well, let's see something here. I can deal 6 damage to their face, right? Did they just GG themselves? Right? I say no blocks. All of their creatures are tapped, and I have 6 damage right here. Did Oath of Kaya just just low-key win me this game? Unless they're gonna board wipe. Oh, that might have been an early GG. That might have been an early GG, in which case I'm sorry, base. I feel like an asshole. No, it's not an early GG. Okay. Yeah, kill my Stitcher Supplier. Rotting Register. Okay. Oh no, yeah. They did manage to hold me off with the Rotting Regisaur. That's not bad at all. Alright, so we're gonna play the Glowspore Shaman. And here's why. We can now return a land to the top of our deck, which I think we have 2 white, 2 black. I think I could use some more green, some more greenery. All right, do we have a overgrown? I only have one woodland. Okay, that's fine. I'll take an overgrown. I'll take an overgrown. Ooh, you know what? We should have tapped Captain Sisay first. That's okay. That is okay. But yeah, so next turn we'll be able to Urza's Ruinous Blast and, you know, wipe everything. So whatever card they had in hand is now getting discarded. It's just another Skeleton Archer. Fine by me, because it means our Glowspore Shaman gets to live, right? Well, she's gonna die here, but she got to live to the point of dying, and that's what really matters. So we're gonna Urza's Ruinous Blast on our turn. We're gonna exile everything. They're down to 5 health. We have 5 damage. What a what a coincidence. All right, base. Show me what you got. Network error. Network error. I'm still connected. I'm still on the internet. Magic, buddy, pal, don't do this to me. Oh, well, you know, the timer popped up, so I'm gonna assume I'm still in the game. Yeah. So, did our opponent DC? Is that what it was telling me? Your opponent disconnected. Hopefully not. They don't know I have an Urza's Ruinous Blast. They just have a whole bunch of creatures, right? So they have no reason to scoop. Oh no. No! Come on, base. I have faith in you. I think the game's just frozen now. I have no idea. Well, let me figure this out and we'll come back. Alrighty, I've sat here for like 5 minutes, literally 5 minutes, just on this same screen. Kitty cat, wolf, everything is interactive, right? But except for the game. So yeah, y'all can see we would have won this match, right? Just defend with our Glowspore against a big creature. We have 31 health. Our opponent's all the way down to 5. Urza's Ruinous Blast, clear everything except for our Sisay and Kethis. They have no cards in hand. We swing in. Bada bing, bada boom. That's match. Now, we are going to have to concede, but I would just like to show y'all that we are going to win game 1, okay? We won game 1. Now the game's not even going to let me concede. We'll come back in a minute. Alrighty, here we're in a game 2 up against Vegaro. And sorry about that game 1. I'd end up closing the entire MTG Arena game, and yeah, gotta say, was not too thrilled about all that. So we are gonna go ahead and play our Temple of Malady. Oh yes, Kethis, Captain Sisay, Mana Rampage into both of them. Oh no, my opponent's gonna play some like seriously hardcore board wipe, right? Like 100%, they're gonna play some hard board wipe. Because no way I get a hand this good and then my opponent just leaves me alone, right? That doesn't ever happen. Never. So, they're playing Orzhov Life Gain. Orzhov Life Gain. Now, I don't really know if I'm going to want... Well, if they are playing Orzhov Life Gain, Massacre Girl I think would be pretty good, so... Alright, let's get down our Kethis. Kethis. And this will allow us to get down to Captain Sisay, which, you know. Also, it makes our Yawgmoth's Vile Offering castable. Not that there's anything in the graveyards yet, but we do have 2 Glowspore Shamans, so, you know, we can quickly get there. Also, destroying the Bloodthirsty Aerialist would be fantastic. So, Captain Sisay would be nice, but maybe we go with double Glowspore Shamans just so we can try to find something for the Yawgmoth's Vile Offering for when we kill that Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Right? I think that'll be fun. What does our opponent have to resolve? Like they don't have anything to play. Who is this timer on? Me or them? I'm so thoroughly confused. Network error. Oh my goodness. Magic. Seriously? 2 games in a row? Network error? So this is my timer, yeah? Not that I think it matters, because if it does the same thing as last time, we're just gonna sit here. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh. I love it when you let me play your game, wizards. That's what I love most. This is very odd. I literally just played matches this morning to warm up for my recording, right? And then I go to record and it's like, network error. Alrighty, well, we'll try and get into another game, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, here we are up against Chadrone, which, yeah, is gonna be our 3rd foe for the day. Super exciting. I'm hoping I actually get to play. Okay, so this is getting tapped actually, because we can play our Woodland next turn and yada yada yada. We don't have to worry about getting our Stitcher Supplier down immediately, but we do still have the mana for a Kethis, which is very, very nice. So, yay. We have a fairly good curve here too. You don't worry about my Paradise Druid, okay? Chadrone? Chadroni? Anaya spell deck. That is interesting. I am going to go ahead and play Kethis by tapping my Paradise Druid, and we'll just throw that other land down tapped. Tap, tap, tapped. Alright, and yeah, next turn we'll probably go ahead and play the Shalai, get hexproof on our Kethis and our Paradise Druid, even when it is tapped. Another electrostatic field. Wow. Our opponent's coming prepared. So yeah, see, this is what I meant about Mask Girl. So I have her in hand, and I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess I could play her, but all she really does is kill my Paradise Druid, so maybe not. Anyways, we're gonna use Stitcher Supplier, and maybe we can find something for Yawgmoth's Vile Offering. No, just another Kethis. That's a bit awkward. Awkward. Alright, well, on the bright side, we are at 5 mana, so one more bit of mana, and we will, we'll be able to use Shalai to give everything a boost, a bonus. Yeah, well, I guess that's the one life, or the one land we needed, right? So we will go ahead and put counters on everything. We'll go ahead and swing in as such. Do we swing in with everything? We definitely swing in with these. I think we keep the Stitcher Supplier back. So there's 8 damage to the face of our foe. Feels fantastic not to just keep on with the F words, you know, just dropping the F bombs left and right. Like feels and fantastic, of course y'all know. Anyways, Chadrone, you have a very interesting deck. It's like a Naya burn, God, combat trick deck. I don't know. There's the feather. Okay. Half of your deck goes with half your deck, and the other half of your deck does not go with the other half of your deck. Just in case you were wondering. Alright, well. I mean, I could always use Yawgmoths just to remove something, right? But I don't really want to. So we'll swing in with these 2 again, and yeah, we'll go next to blockers. If they say no blocks, that's perfectly fine by me. Alright, so they're down to 7. We have the biggest, scariest Stitcher Supplier ever. 3/3 Stitcher Supplier with hexproof. Fear my creatures. I didn't mean to put as much of a rasp on that as what I did. But that's fine. I think y'all are used to my voice being like up here and down there and, you know. Granted, it's all monotone, so it's more like this, right? A lot less of this. Because my range, I would have to say my range is not fantastic. They're going for my Shalai. They're aiming for the head. Unlike Thor, they're aiming straight for the head. Is it enough, though? Do they have enough? They only have 1 mana left. No, it's not. It's not enough. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. Okay, so this actually almost allows us to win the game, right? Just exile everything. My problem is I don't have a creature that I want to really bring back from the graveyard. I guess I could put back their electrostatic field, right? I mean, shit. I don't know if that was necessarily worth the evil laugh, but we did it, and it worked. You know, it worked out all right. So they're gonna go down to 2 health. They're gonna lose their other electrostatic field, and yeah, I think we have this. I think we have this. Boom, boom. We have some defenders. We're still at 17 health. So far as the games that I've gotten through, not the games where I've gotten 2 minutes into and then the client decided to bug out, I've won both of them, right? First one, I got to the end. We got to lethal, you know. We were there. The second one, we played for literally like 3 minutes, and the game was like, "You shall not play." But now here we are in game 3, and it's looking like we're gonna pick up a victory. Not that our opponent's deck is the best, but you know, it's not like we exactly had a problem dealing with anybody thus far either. So I'd say the closest thing we got to, ooh, Deafening Clarion. That's gonna kill this and this, but we still get the Kethis and we still have the Urzas, so it's fine. Oh, they have the lifelink. That actually does matter, right? That does. So, passive blockers. We will block with your own electrostatic field because we're just nice. We're just nice like that, right? Ooh, you know what? We don't need to play Urza's Ruinous Blast because they only have 1 creature. So, like a good old-fashioned Garrick will get rid of that, right? And then we have a 3-mana Johnny. So, 5 there. You're down to 3. What can you do? What can you do? Chad? Buddy? Pal? I'm waiting. Yeah, I'm actually really loving this deck. I think I want to cut the Massacre Girl. She just doesn't, like, I'm never... you know what I mean? I'm never like, yeah, Massacre Girl, like the way I was with the Johnny or Garrick or Urza's Ruinous Blast. You know, every time I saw one of those cards, I was like, yes, this can work, this can help. 3. Finale of Devastation for 3. I am shaking in my boots. I'm shaking in my chair, actually. Oh boy, editing this is actually a little bit scary. I'm a little bit fearful on the editing of all this because I've like started up the recording and stopped it so many times. I'm gonna have to go through and figure out which bits I need to keep because I was trying to figure out how to fix the game. My turn. Let me show you a cool little trick there, Chad. It's got all your stuff goes away. And yeah, that's GG. So game 3, game 2.5, I don't know, picking up a victory. So far the deck is undefeated in the games that it's gotten through a length of. And yeah, it's been awesome. I'm gonna try and figure out what the hell is going on with my Magic the Gathering Arena, and I might play one more in this video. If I don't, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like down below, and peace. If not, there may be one more video. We'll see.